According to the keepers on is, don't take mental health really seriously. They think it is useless or it is a joke. But the thing is that they should really take it seriously because if non-mental health problems can leave a greater impact in the future. For me personally, I do not believe in the static definition, the definition which has been passed down across a lot of centuries on us about mental health. Mental health is very personally related. Mental health is very close art, insulate in my mind. Why? Because as students, whatever problems we have are often labeled as trivial to our attacks, right? And that is why the definition of mental health according to them will not work for us. So mental health's definition will be variable to everyone and it cannot be constant. That's same in the year.
Ma'am, ma'am, we want to ask you how mental health is affecting your life professionally and personally.
Okay. So if I say professionally, it is giving an immense pressure to us. It is giving pressure in case of in standard of maintaining the education as well as in maintaining the classroom management. Lot of pressure is there.
मानसिक स्वास्थ्य इस समय सबके लिए ज़रूरी इसलिए है कि छोटा हो बड़ा हो, यदि वो मानसिक रूप से स्वस्थ रहेगा, कोई तनाव नहीं रहेगा, तो अपने कार्य को अच्छी तरीके से करेगा, जिससे उसके कार्य की आउटपुट अच्छी निकल के आएगी।
Yeah, sir. So my question to you is that as an admin, you have so many responsibilities and you must have stress in a life. So how do you cope up with that, or what is the definition of mental health to you?
Uh, this is a burning question nowadays. Everyone is facing a challenge in their life. But according to me, mental health is very important. And if we do the time management, is the first thing. If anyone knows how to manage the time, then definitely he can easily cope up with the stress and he can improve his or her mental health.
Jay sir, we the students of San Diego wanted to know that what is the definition of mental health for you and what advice would you like to give to us to cope up with that?
Oh my God, I think mental health issues are increasing day by day. And the reason for that is mostly because I would say we're getting used to getting things very easily. And what happens is when you get used to getting things easily, whether it's air conditioning or a good vehicle to drive on, what happens in that case, or social media, when you get access to phones also very easily, what happens there is that your brain starts to have a dopamine kick each time you get something which you desired. So social media is also like that. Whatever things you do compared to other people, then you should be able to do your own graph. Okay, I'm in the middle in this and in the great in that, and be okay with it without trying to have a panic attack. Okay, what is happening? So I think that is my best I can tell you about how to improve mental health. Not only have I told you about mental health, but I've also told you about how to improve your mental health. And it comes down to honest conversations, I would say.
Change doesn't require power. It needs courage to make the world a better place. We, team of 5 members representing Sunbeam Sun City, are going to present a chit-chat session on the topic if we got the power, what social impact could we make? And we are here to present our ideas, thoughts, and both needs. Me, Janvi, and my amazing teammates, Smita, Vyushti, Sanskriti, and Pratishtha are here to present. So, Vyushti, what would you change if you had the power? Look, Janvi, if we can't change someone's mental health, how can we think about changing the society? What I want to tell is that what the humans can think, our emotionless AI can never do that. Our language can change the mindset of people. But somewhere what I feel is that we should not believe on every content that media provides us. Now imagine a 6-year-old kid saying that I don't want to follow an ABC revision just because I have heard somewhere that kid is saying on social media, on that newspaper channel, that this religion is not my type, that this religion is just untouched. If I had the superpower, I would change the critical thinking of the people and the mindset of people if I ever got that. Now, Pratishtha, What would you do if you got the power?
Or so if I got the power to change something, I would introduce and develop technology that would introduce mind simulation labs in schools and workplace. My idea is that children learn emotionally better than they do logical. So it is better to inbuild emotional literacy in students from younger age itself. While going through these simulation, they will understand what exactly it is like to be in depression, if even for a minute. They will know what anxiety feels like. They will know how difficult it is to perform day-to-day life. So my idea is that so if a person or student has gone through these situations, he will understand what his peer is going through when he is in that condition. So he will know what to say and what not to say to a person who is suffering through those mental health conditions. And I truly believe that my introduction of mind simulation lab will embed a sense of emotional literacy among students, and it would eventually lead to end of mental health stigma in society.
When I would like to say something after hearing both of your thoughts on the implementation of the social changes that you would do after getting the power, I would like to state some data that about 10.6% of Indian adults experience mental health conditions, but over 80% go untreated due to limited access to care. 36,000 at current training rates, 1,000 per year, would take around 27 years to develop. Well, if you ask me personally, if I would have the power to change in the society about the mental health condition, then I would definitely encourage the subject psychology in schools, in colleges, and would tell students that from a younger age, you should study psychology and adapt and try to accept that psychology is not a very basic and a thing that you should ignore and you should consider it in your life.
So, Smita, now what would you do if you got the power? If I had a power, I would look into the field of mental health. I would have the power of political authority to spread awareness since they have a great influence and the results are going to be better. Uh, Now, moving on. In our country, the frequency of criminal acts are increasing day by day and the prisons are getting overcrowded. So, the one who are accused of doing the crime have to face, so the ones who are accused of doing the crime with qualified intake have to face the atrocities, right? So, like, if we have a conversation of them with a psychiatrist, the psychiatrist and the person are going to understand the mentality of that particular accused, that why he had done the crime, what was the reason, and how was he feeling after committing that. So the burden on his shoulders, he would be having that yes, I didn't. That would be lowered to some extent. He would be relaxed. He or she would be relaxed after that. So that would help them to come out of the job. Okay, so thank you, Epima. So on our topic, what social impact we want to make if we all got the power and we utilize the power very nicely? Some discuss upon media, some discuss upon the installing such labs that make children better, and some talked about awareness in facts. So we also have had research with our advanced teachers and students, and we came to the notice that if we have to solve any social problem, mental health is the first asset, and we need to look into the mental health code. Thank you.
Thank you, Jayadri, for this wonderful conversation. This is Aratya,
And I Kashish and I Khushi.
and we have come to a conclusion that mental health is something that is very vital. We, the youth of our country, plays an important role in addressing the core carking effect of the mental health state. So let's create a culture when people are not afraid of seeking help. Mental health is as important as physical health. It helps us to cope up with stress, build a relationship that function to daily life. As said by Noth Spencer, that mental health is not a destination, but it is a process. Not about where are you going, it's about how you are trying.
So, as Aratha and Katrish said, it's time that we normalize that mental health is not only an issue about India, but it's an issue about the entire world. So, we need to normalize talking about it as well, because mental health does not make you weak, it makes you human. And we need to tell people that self-care is essential for every human being out there, because everybody is a human and all humans deserve the same treatment, and that is respect, kindness, and happiness. And how you enjoy.